Brandon, a very happy Easter. I saw Carmi was painting some eggs.
Oh, yeah. We decorated those eggs.
In this economy?
Dude, I just
Mr.
so rich.
Moneybags.
Just threw eggs wherever I wanted.
Must
I walked
be
around
nice.
my neighborhood like that scene from The Godfather. I just throwing eggs to everybody who wanted them this year. Wow. Eggs for you. Aren't egg prices down?
What happened?
Aren't egg prices back down?
I don't know. I literally do not eat eggs, so that's I am the worst person to ask about this.
When I need eggs, I just get them.
I know the prices for just egg, went up, and I was.
Even your fake eggs?
Even my fake eggs,
dude. The entire world is rigged. The entire world is rigged.
That's it. So let's draft.
All right,
mock draft.
Let's hope our mock. Let's hope we don't lay an egg for this mock draft, huh, Tom?
It'd be too expensive. Oh, baby. Ooh, we here.
We still.
You in the right direction. Welcome to another edition of the Grossi Perna Show. I'm Tom Grossi. That's Brandon Perna. And this is GPS. And ladies and gentlemen, we have made it. It is officially draft week.
It is. We're here.
We did it. We made it. It was wonderful. It was so good. Perna is unironically the greatest and should have his own show on ESPN or FS1. I agree, Slink. I concur. With that analysis. I agree. Every day. And should get paid $20 million.
Oh.
Hell yeah, Danny.
Per year.
Rock out. Per year, easy. Absolutely.
Into year 2?
I'm so sorry, Jonathan.
I quit. Make $30 million? I'm done.
Yeah, you're done.
Peace out, bitches.
That's it. I like that.
And then because I abruptly quit early, ESPN's like, here's the thing. In your contract, it says if you do that, we take all your money back. And then I'm right back where I started.
Hey, I like that.
Yeah.
And you just roll on back to GPS. But you may get a big thing that like you're leaving, you're never coming back. You flip off everybody, right? Just burn all the bridges. And then.
Yeah.
What's the most
burn the whole place down.
George Michael. Michael. Yeah, it was a crazy weekend. Still a bit quiet on all the NFL fronts. But like now that it's actually draft week, they're just like, all right, we just got to get to Thursday. Then all that sweet content can finally come out. But it seems that maybe, there's going to be movement. There's rumors of people and teams wanting to trade up and move around, or they're just trying to get us excited for the draft. So
My team is rumored to be calling other teams for trade ups. The Denver Broncos, in case you didn't know who my team was. They've called. Now, do they? Do they actually trade up? Oh, wow, Logan, that is true. That is true, Logan.
Yeah. That is,
I knew the Pope's death would come back to haunt the Bears.
The Bears fans can't even escape the news. Oh, God. Yeah.
I like to think that the Pope's last words were to the New Orleans Saints.
Yeah. Well, that, again, Saints Cardinals.
He's just like,
I'm going to trade up for him.
Release Derek Carr.
That's the last. It's not like compassion for everybody.
No, get rid of Derek Carr is his last word.
Hey, don't be monsters. It's Carr shouldn't be there anymore. That's her. Grant, taking Luther Burden wouldn't be like, I wouldn't hate it. It just wouldn't be my number one pick if you're talking going first round, right? Like it just wouldn't be my number one, but I wouldn't hate it.
Luther Burden's one of those players right now that I think people either love him and think he's going to be like incredibly explosive in the NFL, or they are just not sold on his consistency as a receiver.
Yeah.
And I say that as somebody who only knows what people have said about him and seen some of his badass highlights. So,
2023, he was insane.
The Broncos, we talk about Luther Burden. If they go receiver, he looks legit. What's hard for me, like when I watch when it comes to draft, when I watch a player, I'm like, that guy's perfect. What? And then like you read people like knocking him, like what?
Sure.
You know how much tape you got to watch to see that guy's flaws? Because the highlights are pretty sick, Tom. His highlights are nice.
That's why you got to watch, like, if you're trying to do it quickly and being like, all right, I don't have a ton of time, you watch, like, the best games, and then you're like, okay, like, let me see that real quick. And then you watch the worst games, like, okay, what is it about it? Is it they have a lockdown corner? Is it that the QB play is not good? Because I know his QB play wasn't really great.
I just like the sick highlights. And I get instantly sold on guys. I'm like, that guy's the best fucking player I've ever seen in my life.
Ever. Jurgens did just get extended. He just got a big old contract with the Philadelphia Eagles. What was it?
Eagles continue to they do it right.
4 years, $68 million. 39.
When Jason Kelce retired, I thought their line would be fine because they have a good unit, good offensive line coach. But when you lose a Hall of Fame player, there might be a little bit of a drop off. Drop off. In fact, the Eagles' offensive line, you could argue, was even better, partly because of Saquon. And, they had Jason Kelce's replacement. They mapped that shit out.
Yeah.
And Cam Jurgens, solid. Great extension for the Eagles.
No, I think it's, again, they're taking care of business. And I know that there was, like, the concerns of, like, oh, look at all these players that we lost. But I think they retained who they needed to retain, right? Yeah. And you're going to miss Zach Bond. Like, you're going to, but I think you're not going to miss Zach Bond because you wound up re-signing him. You're going to miss, some edge rushers and stuff, but there's so much depth on that defensive line. I'm not overly concerned. So if they go for Shedeur, the Saints are one of the more interesting teams. I'm not going to lie. Like, of this upcoming draft, like, what are they going to do at 9? Hey.
Yeah.
You went to Mania both nights? Hell yeah.
I think the Saints, from what Adam Schefter saying today, they're also very high on Jackson Dart. So if they're really high on Jackson Dart, in addition to say...
Draft is Thursday.
And I don't think... Schefter was saying they're not that interested in Shedeur. They're more interested in Jackson Dart. Unless you say they have them close. So, like, we think these guys are close.
Mm-hmm.
What that means is then they're much more likely to take a quarterback with their second pick right now or try and move up to the top of the second to get a quarterback than taking one at 9. If they like both those guys and they see as both players as, possibly being available when they pick after the first pick. So,
yeah. So today what we're going to do is, again, so the draft is starting on Thursday. So it's going to be crazy from Green Bay, Wisconsin. I'll be flying out there later tonight. We figured, we do like an actual somewhat serious mock for each of our teams. That means you actually have to pick the players I say I want to pick. Okay, Brandon? Don't hiss at me. Don't what? No. Hey, there you go, Carl. There you go. There's no
hissing. I'll pick your stupid players.
Thank you. No. I just don't think Goody would even take a shot on George Pickens, to be completely honest with you. I don't think he would. But I could be wrong.
I saw someone, I don't even know where this account, I don't know what the account was. I don't know where it came from, but all they tweeted was, it was a picture of George Pickens and a pelican. And they just said, George Pickens has been eaten by a pelican. And
you can open their mouths really wide.
It got me. I'm like,
yep.
Who, first of all, even thinks of that? Is there a George Pickens tie to Pelicans that I don't know about? I just saw it, and it was great.
Stay away. You hear me, Brad? Stay away. No. I hate that this has become, like, and again, wasn't even in my control. I swear to God, if the Lions, I swear. We're doing this. Is this just on our webcams? We're just doing this off StreamYard. I stream off Streamlabs OBS, but yeah.
Yeah.
I might be able to do it, but it's gonna be from a laptop in Green Bay, so I just don't know yet. But let's do it. Let's rock. Do you want to control it, or do you want me to control it?
I will control it.
This always makes me.
I am what they call a control freak.
I thought we were just having jokes. I thought we were just having a good time. Just having a good time. All right. So we'll do a little 3-round mock draft. Because I've been so this past weekend before Mania, I was diving into positional groups too. Of just like, all right, here's where I think the Packers need to address and who they can go with in the first 3 rounds. It's again, there's not a ton of press coverage about this this draft, and I think it's just you're gonna have the lack of quarterbacks. But damn, like if you need a guy on the D line, this is your draft. So that makes me happy. The Packers are gonna have some options there.
Okay, Broncos, Packers.
Boom.
Okay.
Look at Brandon paying for unlocked mode. I mean, first the eggs and now this.
Unlock mode? What are you talking about?
No, that we pay for PFF.
Oh.
Yeah.
Dude, that's a tax write-off.
Damn right it is. Damn right it is. All right. Here we go. Have to hit the
okay,
thing.
welcome, ladies and gentlemen.
He's got to change a diaper. Don't start yet. Okay.
Okay.
We'll just wait.
Let's see how fast Max changes a diaper.
Well, it's taking a while over here.
Let's see here.
Any
Hold
day now
on.
would be nice.
Do we? I don't think we have it anymore.
What's up?
I don't think. Oh, here we go.
Wear a diaper.
Rah, 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 rah.
Wear a diaper.
There we go.
I just want Max to be saying that to his son.
Wear a diaper.
Rah, rah. Wear a diaper. Wear a diaper.
Max is changing a diaper. I imagine he's their kid wears a diaper.
She always falls into fascism and tyranny. And
wait, what?
Disclosure on the UFO stuff was supposed to happen.
I don't even remember that.
Forgot about that.
Okay,
all right.
Max's can do.
Okay, here we go.
WrestleMania, night 1, great main event. Undercard a bit underwhelming. Last night, great undercard. God, that main event was bad. The main event was not good. It was not good. It was not good. All right, here you go. Are you just gonna go at Hampton and call it a day? Is because I know that's been like your guy. Do you think they go first round running back? Let's just get that out of the way first.
Yeah, baby.
Number
They're
1.
gonna go first round running back, or they're gonna go Walter Nolan, or they're gonna go Emeka Egbuka, or they really like Colston Loveland.
So because you just got
Evan Ingram.
Got Ingram.
So tight end's not a need. But it depends on how you look at the draft, right?
Correct.
Like, how long are they going to have Evan Ingram? I think it's a 2-year deal he signed. He will be getting older at that point. Having 2 receiving tight ends, also, like, not a bad thing.
Well, I feel like it's also the talks about the tight end group for this class, right? Not a lot of run blockers, but after, like, the top 2, there's a bit of a drop-off. Right. So it's also, you say that tight end's not necessarily like a need. And I agree, like there's some flexibility there now, but it also, like, you go out and get Loveland. I don't think it's a terrible idea. You know, if you're getting a top prospect at tight end and who knows how long Ingram's going to play, you know, and if his level of play is going to be at a super high level. So I understand you have higher needs, but I could see them potentially going tight end. I think so.
Per your That's Good Broncos with Doodad, what's a legit Denver, New England trade for Jeanty at 4? I don't know. The Broncos would have to give up so much draft capital to get all the way up to number 4. Like, I don't think they're actually interested in that. So I don't think there's a lot of validity to it. Now, the Jags are apparently interested in possibly trading out of the 5th spot right now.
Mm-hmm.
I think Jeanty could be a surprise pick by the Patriots at 4. I think the Patriots could use him. But I think, like, the Jags being open at 5 suggests that maybe some teams are willing to get ahead of the Raiders picking at 6, where we think Jeanty's going to go.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's more of a Bears situation, because going from 10 to 5, that's not as crazy as, like, say the Broncos really love Jeanty. If they got to get up to 4 or 5, like, you have to give up a lot of draft capital to do that. Possibly a first rounder next year, or that's a lot of second and thirds. And I think that's too valuable to give up right now.
That's fair.
I think if the Broncos do end up moving up for a running back, it's into the teens to get Amari and Hampton. But again, this week, Walter Nolan to the Broncos been gaining steam, Tom. I think Igbuka's the safe pick everybody likes there. Luther Burden's like the explosive receiver that could be a game changer. But if I'm going with what I want, since this is my mock draft, just give me my fucking running back and let's move on.
There you go. That's fair. Ooh, okay. All right. So there's been a few position groups that have been mocked to the Packers, right? So there's the wide receiver, of course, is going to get all of the... Oh, Shadur Sanders fell to 21 in this mock. There's
right to the
receiver,
Steelers.
right?
Dude, if the Steelers are there and Shadur's there, that's the biggest no-brainer of their life.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, gods, it happens. It definitely happens. So the question is, like, okay, do they go wide receiver? I feel like unless McMillan falls to them, I'm not 100% sold that they're going to go wide receiver in the first round. It's also been over 20 years. Golden is a potential guy there. Higgins has been mocked to him, but I don't think that they would go in the first round. For me, I feel like they have to go edge or corner, or they're more likely to go edge and corner, I should say. You know, it's their two biggest needs. We don't know what's going on with Jaire yet. It depends, like, if their corners are still there. Now, another guy that's been often mocked to the Packers at this point has been Derek Harmon, who plays on the D-line, and he's just disruptive. And I can definitely see them going, hey, like, we're not going to go get an edge guy. Maybe we're going to give Lucas Van Ness a little bit more time, but let's go and get Harmon, who had that one really good year of production, you know, and there's some risk there. My biggest concern is that they're going to go get a guy that's an edge rusher, and it's like, oh, man, like, freak athletic ability, but really needs to develop those skills, because sometimes the Packers don't necessarily develop those.
Nick Scrotum? They going Nick Scrotum here?
So Scrotum could be good. Like, I like Scrotum. He could be good. I personally am pretty... So there's a couple of guys that I'm pretty high on. So the first guy that I'm pretty damn high on... So Michael Williams is up there just because he's really good at stopping the run. You know, pass rushing can get a little bit better, but ultimately, like, the pass rusher that I like the most is James Pierce. So Pierce right now, his win rate was his pass rush win rate is 23%. Like, he's built, he's 6'5", he had 10 sacks in 23, 7.5.
I'm not drafting a dude who gets me anything less than a 80% win rate on pass rush.
Yeah, so that doesn't happen. But
dude sucks.
Yeah,
23%. Imagine if you were 23% good at your job, Tom.
I mean,
dear God, take him and watch your entire team crumble.
Yeah. Williams is gone at this point. Again, Williams makes a lot of sense. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if the Lions, you know, want to target him too. Williams has an 11.1% pass rush win percentage, but yeah, ultimately, I like
0. 11. Imagine being 11% good at your job, Tom.
I think that's usually how I am. You know, let's just
actually, I think you're 23% good at your job. I'm the 11%er. That's the disparity. That's the drop off.
So anyway,
11%ers. We are out here.
Mike Green is gone, right? Can you just scroll up real quick?
Can you just tell me who you want? Yeah, Mike Green
is gone, right?
I think so.
Okay. Yeah, give me James Pierce. I'm okay with
that.
Yeah,
he went to the Falcons, which actually makes sense.
That would actually make a lot of sense. Mike Green has like a 20%, right? Yeah, it's like 20%.
Lame.
Biggest what if coming out of college? I feel like it has to be quarterbacks. I feel like there has
Oh, mine I think about I have two big what ifs. Number one, what if the Broncos drafted Russell Wilson instead of Brock Osweiler?
Interesting.
Because that sets off a domino where I think the Broncos actually win Super Bowl 48, because they're probably not playing the Seahawks in that Super Bowl.
True.
Whoever else they play, number one offense in NFL history, good chance of winning that game. My second what what if Jerry Jones outbid John Elway for Paxton Lynch? And we end up with Dak Prescott, the quarterback we also liked. Those are my two.
That's coming out of college. Yeah. I mean, to answer what Perna said and not the actual question, Tony Mandarich sets off such a butterfly effect because then Brett Favre doesn't come to Green Bay if they don't completely botch that pick. Ooh. And he was also highly lauded as being unmissable. He was the guy, and just Hall of Famers are drafted all around him. But all right. Okay. It's been a while.
Ooh.
Right.
Gray Zabel. This is the dude who I think can make an impact on somebody's offensive line. The Bills doubled down for protecting Josh Allen. Walter Nolan goes to the Ravens. Colston Loveland to the Rams. That makes a lot of sense, actually. Okay.
They're asking, could he be overrated? I mean, I feel like he's just gotten a ton of the hype, right? So his name has been floating around there as just one of the top guys in this draft. So I don't know about overrated. I think he's a very good player. And I do. I think he's an insane talent. I think the only reason there's a tiny question mark with Jeanty is because of the level of competition he played against. Yeah.
So, and it's what offensive line, what situation is he going to, right? But I don't think he's overrated. He was a runner-up for the Heisman. You know what I'm saying? If you want to bring overrated to Jeanty, you ask that question if a team gives up draft capital to move up to get him. Then there's even more. If the Raiders take him at 6, perfect. It makes a ton of sense. You're sitting right there. It's a need, and you can get who would be the best player available as well. The other reason there's questions is how much better is he than RB2, RB3 in this draft, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know there.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. Broncos are sitting here at pick 51. Who wants to trade with us? The Ravens?
That's right.
The Ravens want to trade?
Take some guy I don't like. I know. Brad Holmes is always listening. Always listening. Elway for the Yankees would have been great because then Super Bowl 32 wouldn't have happened. Great.
Oh, the Yankees? You'd ruined my entire life with that one, Mike.
Am I just lying? Maybe I'm just lying. That's it.
All right. I traded with the Ravens.
Why are you trading with the Ravens?
Because they wanted to trade. You're up. You're on the clock.
Ooh. Okay. All right. They went Swinton here.
To be more honest, I really don't know much about players outside of the first round.
That's fair. So right now, a guy who's constantly getting mocked to the Packers in the second round, and I actually very much agree with it, is Jaden Higgins. Higgins would be awesome if he was able to fall to the Packers. The Packers have a need, obviously. His versus man coverage, he's ridiculously good. I probably would go. Can you just scroll down? Do you mind seeing who else is around there?
Available?
I would definitely go Higgins here. But let's see. I'm curious. Okay. Yeah, Royals is up there. I would if he fell to the 3rd, that'd be really good. Yeah, if Higgins is there, I'm rocking with Higgins right now.
Okay.
Darian Porter is the only other guy that if Higgins is there, I'd be okay. Because Porter is fun, dude. Porter obviously addresses the need at corner, but he's also really good with special teams. He has a few block punts, block field goals, so he's fast as hell. So I'm gonna go with Higgins here, but I would not mind if they went and got Porter. So let's go Higgins. What if Urban Meyer wasn't the coach in Trevor Lawrence's first year? I feel like we have to wait. I feel like we have to wait a little bit in terms of just how is that going to have such an impact on his career going forward. But yeah.
All right.
Exactly, Jay. I agree.
Here's a what if. If I would have known Travion Henderson would be available at pick 59, which I don't think is going to happen in the real NFL draft, I would have taken a different approach with my first pick. So maybe when we do a second one here, I can address that. Ooh, Mason Taylor? How good is Benjamin Morrison? Never have enough good corners.
Which is
Kevin Winston?
Real quick, go Pack go. So you're talking about Watson. So Watson's obviously going to miss a good chunk of time this upcoming season. And again, there's just in terms of question marks of staying healthy. So I feel like Higgins is a good, I mean, dude, it goes up and gets the ball too, which is, I think it's over 50% win rate on contested catches. So yeah, the safety from South Carolina. Asking you, Perna.
Oh, Nick.
Makes sense.
Imanowarni? Nick Imanowarni?
I love that.
Where is he? Where did he go? Nick, who drafted? The Bears took Emanowari.
Nailed it.
I think he's a player with a ton of athletic upside. Like, they're off the charts. Some teams aren't sold that he's polished enough to be a first round safety. Second round, there's a little risk there. I don't know. I think safety remains a need for the Broncos, even though they got Hufanga there. It's about if Hufanga's injured, what do they do? I feel like, who the hell? How good is?
He always does that.
Go D line. I would have just taken Travion.
Dude, Mike Green. Yeah, Mike Green could be a lot of fun.
Yeah,
he'd be a ton of fun. So yeah, I'm interested.
Huh. You know what? Just give me defensive interior here. How do you guys like that pick?
There you go.
We're going to do another one of these right after, by the way, because we just have to. Oh, I'm on the clock again. Shit.
Of course, Carlos, because that's just the way it goes. That's always.
What's Jalen Royals' size?
Yeah, Royals, he's a guy I have on there for the Packers potentially.
You'll
he's
got
good hands. Utah State.
Jalen Noel. I saw somebody do a draft. It was just all guys named Jalen.
That sounds about right, though. On Jones. Appreciate your calls.
So you can. That's the thing with running back. You better love one of the guys you're taking up top, because there are good ones that can be drafted later. How good is Kevin Winston, everybody? Ooh, PFF didn't like his grade this last year. You know what? Just give me Royal. I'm going all offense.
Did you go
defense?
Did you go wide receiver 4 or no?
No, I just took defensive line.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, Royals wouldn't be bad. I wouldn't mind him for the Packers, especially if we're trying to draft a wide receiver. And
it's gonna be hard to sell Tesla jerseys in this economy. I don't know if I'm going with Isaac Tesla.
Can't do it.
I can see people buying that Tesla jersey, and then other people, desecrating it.
It's true. All right.
We got another Royal receiver.
All right. Can you see what CBs are available, please?
Yes. Corners for Tom.
Oh, boy. Okay. I think it's...
The strong will perish.
There's two guys.
Dude, you could get Kobe or Mello. Who you taking, dude?
Legitimately. No, so those two guys are on the list. It's Kobe and Mello. It's a little early, maybe. Because Kobe's what? Is he 6 foot? He had 4 picks in 23. And 4 picks in 24. I might lean Kobe. It's a little early. But yeah, give me Kobe. Got that. Yeah, exactly. Go back go. I'll take Kobe, Perna.
You're gonna go Kobe Bryant?
Yeah. Again, it might be a little early, but no Williams not bad. Yeah,
Interesting thing about Kobe Bryant.
It's a little early.
I think there's a lot of KU fans will tell you he's good. And then there's a lot of other people who are like, all he does is get cooked. Yeah. And I don't know what's true.
I mean, like, we also need, again, it depends on what's going on with Jaire, too, because they might decide to go corner earlier, too. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's 180 pounds. He's a little bit smaller, so I don't know if that would be a Goody pick, to be honest with you, but I think there's some good value there. Dart and Sanders?
180 pounds, but it's all in his crotch.
Oh.
A lot of draft scouts are saying he's very crotch heavy. That's what I want my scouting report to be.
Of course, I feel. Of course.
Fluid hips, quick twitch, a little too crotch heavy. Sorry. God just made me this way.
Hang on, we just match up. There we go. That's what I'm saying.
Kevin Winston is still here. Yeah. Are you guys saying that Kevin Winston was injured last year? Is that what it is?
Mm-hmm.
Kevin Winston injury.
Jacob Parrish.
Oh, he tore his ACL. Partially torn ACL. September. Okay, he can be back. I'm going to take a safety coming off an injury to back up Talanoa Hufanga, who has had a lot of injuries. What could go wrong?
Yeah. I don't think anything.
This is the long play here for Denver. Bam. Oh, it's over. I didn't know that was the last pick. I would have built up the intrigue there.
It's true.
A plus for me, Tom.
All right.
The three guys I knew the least about, Pro Football Focus is like, that guy gets it.
The Hampton one got a C.
Yeah, but that's because Pro Football Focus is stupid. Ooh, look at you. A+, C- for Kobe Bryant.
Yeah, Bryant's a little early there, but I mean, if it's a need, and you just don't know what the hell's going on with Jaire. Look at that. Higgins, A+. Dude, I think like Packers fans, that has been the guy of like second round. If they're able to grab Higgins, I would love if they snagged Higgins. I like Pierce. Like I think that Scorton, I think there's potential. Michael definitely for just the run stop ability, and he would just have to develop. Our run defense got significantly better last year. It's just, you can never have too many run defenders.
Ooh. I actually like these first 5 picks for the mock. Cam Ward, 1, yes. Hunter, Carter.
Mason Graham.
But then the Patriots go in Mason Graham.
They need O-line and receiver, but...
Talk to anybody who watches Michigan, and they think Mason Graham is actually the next coming of Jesus.
Yeah.
Now, to me, Travis Hunter, two-way player. Feels like Mike Vrabel to me. The most Mike Vrabel feeling player next to him that the Patriots could draft is Mason Graham, in my humble opinion. So that would be interesting for the Patriots, I think. The Jags go in Jeanty. Then what do? They move ETN. Maybe they trade ETN.
I don't know if they're super high on him. I mean, at this point, I like.
We don't know anything about the Jags at this point. New coach, new GM.
Michael, again, that'd be something like that's with a bunch of the edge rushers at the end of the first round. There's like something, whether it's injuries or off the field stuff. I think honestly, like I think the potential, that's where you're drafting guys off of. I think the potential's pretty damn high. I think it's pretty damn good. So
there we go. Let's do another one. Start draft.
Let's do it.
Okay, now that I know running backs are going to be available, because the other guy the Broncos are supposedly high on is Travion Henderson.
They'd lose too much money.
No, sorry. I did not see that, Holy. Here we go. All right, so now there's Burden. Oh, is Ibuka gone? Damn. That's who I was going to pick.
Jaguars taking Graham. Oh, dude, it would make because again, their defense just needs to be significantly better.
Ooh, Kenneth Grant. That's another guy. Broncos could surprise us with. Who wants to trade with us? Let's take a look. The Texans at 25?
Can you see who's available? I know this is for you, but I'm curious.
Burden, Colston,
yeah,
Kenneth Grant. I think they would consider those guys there. Obviously, I took Omarion Hampton last time. Trey Amos kind of rising. I've seen a lot about him lately.
Yeah.
Pro Football Focus has Winston at rank 33. So I got him at what? In the 60s? That's why I got that A. You know what? I'm under trade real quick. Why not? Houston? Sure. You're going to give me that? Let's see here. What the?
Kenneth Grant.
You're going to give me 58, Houston. Shut up. All right, here we go.
You let him know.
I did. Okay, so the Chargers took Luther Burden.
Ooh.
All
right.
Michigan. How good is Kenneth Grant? Is Kenneth Grant great? Or did he just play next to Mason Graham? Or is Mason Graham great because he played next to Kenneth Grant?
He's going to be going first. I mean, if they could rock with Kenneth Grant. Like if they want to get somebody there, and Kenny didn't have his best year last year.
Oh, you're on the clock, not me.
Yeah, I'm on the clock. Get the hell out of here. You know what?
I keep forgetting I got a draft for the Packers.
Can you scroll down a smidge, please?
Oh, yeah. Sorry. You want me to scroll down here?
Yes, please.
Little scroll ski?
All right. So since I've been going pass rusher, scoring could make sense. Again, there's a couple guys I could see, like Harmon would still be around there. But I'm going to go different here. I'm going to go Amos. And just have him. I think I love his tackling ability. So I'm going to go with Trey. I had him as a potential. I think he's more of like a beginning of round 2 guy. So he could potentially still be there if they want to trade up. But yeah, let's go Trey. I'm okay with that. It fulfills a need. And again, I love his tackling ability.
Dang, more teams want to trade with me.
It's 195.
More teams want to trade with me. You know what? I'll let the Bills get who they want. 30.
I love his tape. He's fun to watch.
You're going to give me 56, Buffalo.
The Vikings took Grant. Of course they did.
Resume draft. Okay. Dang, now I could take Omarion Hampton at 30.
There you go. You're just getting value out here.
Pretty smart.
Hey, listen, Perna's actually listening to the draft picks I want. You let him trade as much as he wants to.
Let's see here. More teams want to trade with me? The Niners at 43. I don't think so, San Fran.
He's just
nope, neither. I'm not going with you, Dallas. I'm just going to take Omari in here at 30. Ooh, now I'm back on the board. Donovan Jackson. Ooh, Scatabo.
Would you pick with your first pick, or are you still picking?
I went with Hampton again at 30.
Yeah, I went there at 30. Got it.
That's just incredible value.
That doesn't sound bad at all. There's some collusion going on. It's true. Perna's scrolling. He's looking.
No, I've doubled down on running back. Nothing can go wrong.
Line steal anyone from you yet? It'll happen. I know it'll happen. Watch it be the Vikings this year, just to keep it interesting.
All right, who do you want now?
Oh, it's my turn?
You're back up.
Think they're going O-line? I don't know. They might go pass rusher. All right, let's see what we got. Can you scroll on down? Let's see what we got. Okay, so Royals there. See, Porter. I love Porter. I love Porter so much. All right, so if they went corner in the first round. Can you see who's which? Scroll up one more time for me, please. I'm sorry. Okay. So I could go receiver here. Raw's not bad. Yeah, Porter, I like Porter a lot. I do. You could go Trey Harris. I mean, dude, what, he had over 1,000 yards last year, right? Trey Harris would be fun. Merce, man, he's like, wow. I just don't know if they go round 2 there. They could.
Corner or receiver? Who do you want?
Went corner. And I'm sorry, can you just sort it by edge rusher? I apologize.
You're fine. What else are we going to do?
Cry. Okay. Okay. Yeah, you know what? Screw it. Let's go back. Let's go back. Scroll down a little bit more. A little more. Yeah, go Royals. Why not? I like Royals. I like them enough.
All right. 56.
I'll go
I got
Royals.
2 running backs.
I'd be okay with that. Take notes, Lions. Yeah, because Trey Harris coming off an injury, right? He got injured.
Now give me my safety. Now give me.
Mm. Will you take Mark Andrews, 59 and 2.6 for the 20th pick? I think he would do that. He would do it. Yeah, a little Lord shout out. Why not?
Yeah, I'll take Mark Andrews.
Right? I think you do all that for number 20. Number 20 is a lot, but I might consider that.
A 4th and 2 6s. No, I think honestly, well, you can give us Mark Andrews, and you're probably going to have to cough up a 2nd or 3rd rounder.
All right, that's fair.
And we will give you 20.
Okay, I don't think that's too out there. It seems pretty nice.
What are
you thinking?
I like Judkins. I don't know enough about the receiver depth in this one.
You're going for receivers? Is that what you're looking for?
I'm going for the fastest receiver in the draft, Xavier Restrepo.
There you go.
Don't let the slowest 40 time ever run fool you. He had a hamstring injury.
59 is round 2. It's true, son.
How good is Jared Ivey? How many? Ooh, he got a 90 last year. 8 sacks.
I mean, if you want him to have a pass rush win rate of 80%, he only has 16.8 for you, which is pretty solid.
Not any good, in my opinion.
Oh, look, Darian Porter.
Kyle Williams, 6 foot. Don't want him. Trey Harris. 6'3". Boom.
There you go.
Got it.
There you go, Sod.
I'm on the clock again.
Oh, boy.
I don't even remember who I drafted in this mock, I have no clue.
That does not surprise me.
Oh, Jalen Milroe's available?
Who's going to draft Jalen Milroe?
Bam.
Interesting. Okay.
Ozzy? Cackle? Got to think about the future.
Quinn, I think, you just look so good in a Chargers uniform. I wouldn't want to take that away from you. So that'd be it. Can you sort by edge rushers, please? Thank you. Broncos Lions Super Bowl? No, don't do that to me.
I'll take it. I'll take it, Rich.
It's not nice. Can you just scroll down for me? Okay. All right, so the guys that I want are gone. All right, if you don't mind going back to the big board. I would love to get an edge rusher here. Do they go?
Oluwafemi Oladejo. I hope you get to call a pick in the draft, and I hope that's the name you have to say.
I got you. I wanted to make sure to spare your feelings.
Get out of here, Quentin Johnston, Jefferson Williams.
Hey, you leave him alone.
Sick of your drops.
Because the only problem I have with Femi is he's a develop, but it's also you're in the 3rd round, so that's kind of just what you're gonna get. I honestly haven't really looked into Roberts a whole ton. Can you click on Roberts for a second?
Elijah?
Yeah.
Look at that.
I want to look into him now. Okay. Hold on, keep going.
From 13 to 8 sacks.
Okay.
Pass rush win rate, 22.4.
Yeah, that's pretty good for his...
Terrible.
Who makes the best cream cheese? I'm literally the worst person that you could ever ask. See, like, look at past, win right there. I don't like
Who
any.
makes cream cheese?
I could see them. You know what? Strong is there. I mean, Strong is small though, right? Can you go CBs again?
Corners.
Yeah, Dorian Strong. I don't know. They might double dip. Again, it just depends on what happens.
6'1", $185. A lot of skinny players in this draft.
I don't know if he would go for him. I don't
Do you
think
think players can't put on weight?
I think they'd go D-line, if anything.
I think players are having a hard time putting on muscle mass because of the vaccines, Tom. I mean, Dorian Strong, just 6'1", 185, probably a vaccine issue, if I could guess.
If you can go. I love how you're just like, it's not a Friday. I know I'm taking too long. This is on me. This is all my fault at this point. I'm just, the guys that I wanted there are not there, which never happens in the draft. Let's go. Do you just draft you son of, after all that?
You timed out, Minnesota. You timed out.
Oh my
Look
God.
at that. B. Dude, Henderson and Hampton, talk about a 1-2 punch. They're going to call them Mike Tyson. Solid. I did really good. And you, Amos Royals Milroe, thinking of the future.
Milroe, I'm not drafting in the third.
The clock is on Jordan Love.
Nope.
Tick-tock.
Nope.
Better get it together. Jordan.
Of course. I'm not actually like trying to put thought into it. I'm like, I don't know if I want. That was not my fault. I took too long. That was on me.
New mock draft.
All right, last one here.
Here we go. Start.
We trade Jaire Thursday.
20. Ooh, Abuka. Bam. We got a new one.
All right. Scroll down for me.
This is the new. All right. Actually, hold on.
All right. Give me. If we're going crazy, just go Matthew Golden. Then we're going nuts.
Okay. It's 10. You got 10 seconds to make the pick.
All right.
That's the new rule.
Easy. No.
Oh my God. I just killed this draft.
Ezeraku, dude.
On the clock.
Dude, Max, Ezeraku, I think could be really, really good. I would go scroll down. Scroll down. Faster. Porter. Give me Porter. I would also take Swinson here.
On the clock. Ooh.
Oh, I believed him. I did not take Milroe Walker. I did not do that. That was Brandon Perna. He will sign with him. I agree. You're violating your own 10-second rule here.
Give me Chris Paul. I like basketball players.
Fair. All right, scroll down. Please and thank you.
10, 9, 8.
Give me Jordan Birch.
7.
Yeah, 6, Birch easy.
5.
I'd be
10-second mock. 10-second mock draft.
Oh, look at you.
A-? A-.
Hey.
Look at that. The less time we take to make our picks, the better we do. So easy.
Nailed it. Crushed it. Yes, I am going to the draft. I'm literally leaving for Green Bay today. So crazy that I'm leaving this afternoon. I'll be getting in later tonight. Are you just going to do all of them?
I'm going to do a 10-second mock draft for all of the draft.
Okay,
we got Cam Ward. Boom. Travis Hunter. Boom. Abdul Carter. Boom. I'm actually going to give the Patriots Jeanty. Boom.
Why?
Mason Graham. Dude, they need a running back.
FD, what's going on? Oops. Congrats, FD. Hitting 1 million subs.
Raiders. FD hit 1 million?
Yeah.
Whoa. Why is he watching us? He's better than us.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Needs to, because he's the off-season champ of the Bears.
You do not watch the lessers.
It's true. It's different category now.
All right. So Raiders.
I feel like you passed your 10 seconds, so now you have to give him a random.
I was hyping up FD.
That's fair.
Jets. Tyler Warren.
All right.
Panthers.
They go McMillan.
Ooh, Tet. Where do they try to bolster that offensive line?
It's very fair, FD.
I
agree with that. I agree with that, Max.
They need defensive help. Or actually, actually, yeah, I'm going to give them defense. They're going to go.
You're going to give him Mike Green?
Yeah, let's make a little shake up here. Mike Green. Then they're going to go tackle the Saints. Bam. Bears didn't get Jeanty. Now we got to think about what Chicago wants.
All right, FD is here, so don't mess this up. This is his team, so don't.
FD. Who do you want, FD? FD, you're on the clock. I'm waiting for his response and his response only.
Run off. So trade down.
No, pick a player, damn it. Well, give me that trade down bullshit. Name a player that you love.
I
FD.
like that. Bears could use a punter. I agree.
Nolan. All right. Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
That's right.
49ers. They're going to go receiver.
They go quarterback.
Bam. Cowboys.
Ooh.
Oh, God.
Ooh. They go
taking a linebacker. Feels like a Jerry. Ooh, I feel like Jerry Jones going to like him, Luther Burden. Boom. Dolphins on the clock. Corner. Will Johnson.
Okay. Perna's just let Perna run.
Colts. What do the Colts want?
Loveland.
They need a tight end. Bam. Loveland. Edge for the Falcons.
Ezeraku, dude, like his numbers are impressive.
Whose are?
He's got Ezeraku. He literally has 14 sacks last year. It's pretty good. Ooh, could use some secondary help here for the Cardinals.
Corner, D-line, guard. You know what? They'll take Will Campbell. He's not going to fall to 16. You got to take him there.
Okay.
Bengals, guard, D-line, linebacker. Ooh, Giad Campbell. There's your linebacker. Got him, Cincy.
There you go.
Seahawks, center, guard, edge.
Give them offensive line, please. Please.
Yeah, like a lot of these tackles, you take them, maybe you play them at guard. Oh, wait, actually, I know. You can take Bam.
Yeah, it's all subjective.
Zabel. You got Gray Zabel. Buccaneers.
They can go edge. That'd be fun.
Edge, linebacker, DB. Ooh. James Pierce. Boom. You're a Buccaneer. Got it.
Broncos.
Back to Buka. Easy.
They going quarterback?
They're actually going to trade back. Oh, no, not that far. Never mind. Steelers are going quarterback. This is easy.
The top one, buddy. Top one. Yeah.
They got Shadir. Receiver. Matthew Golden. Chargers. Which receivers do you like? Oh, yeah,
I feel like they go Golden here if they're going receiver. All right, can you go what do we got here? You know what? Honestly, I would take Grant. If Grant's here, I think I might decide why not.
Yeah, I think that's smart because I think the Vikings would be looking at Grant as well.
Yeah. Grant would be fun.
You know what? Safety, it's falling far. You got a safety, Minnesota.
Just get a dog on the defensive line.
You're going to need... Ooh, who's better, Kelvin Banks or Josh Simmons? First name I see in the comments is who I draft. Simmons or Banks? Simmons or Banks? Simmons
is the first one.
Simmons.
Like I Drake said.
All right, Rams. Woo! Tackle.
Everyone said Banks afterward.
Boast their line.
They go scoring could be fun there. Stewart, if they want to get an athletic monster in Stewart, he just needs to develop. But I feel like I would trust the Ravens to develop an edge rusher. They can go Walker. I mean, like there's a bunch of things they could do.
Receiver, guard, edge, linebacker. Ooh, Jalen Walker. A lot of people like Jalen Walker. Feels like a line to me. Oh, they go Hampton, and if he falls this far.
There you go.
Corner, bam.
Well,
they did bring back Trey White.
I think they go edge, right? Like I think they need a guy there to get after the quarterback.
Bam.
It's going to be fun.
Only 4 sacks last year? I don't think so, Tim.
But he's pretty polished.
I don't care. I'm not drafting a guy with 4 sacks.
He's 20 years old. Like,
unless I'm trying to get pregnant, I'm not drafting a guy with
14 tackles for a loss. Yeah, he broke when he was in Purdue. He broke their true freshman tackle record.
Tackles?
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. How many sacks were those?
You're like, sacks are that's the sexy number. It's fair.
How many sacks did Michael Williams have? 5?
Yeah, not a ton of sacks, but he's a great run stopper.
Edge rushers suck, dude. Oh, I didn't mean to draft. I meant to look at his stats. Damn it. Sorry, Buffalo.
The 10-second rule did not
Landon. How many sacks did he have? 7? Shit. I didn't mean to do that, Buffalo. Probably take a tackle. Eagles? Another corner? Oh, my God. Could you imagine?
Oh, they go corner. If anything, they're going to go safety potentially. I can go for another. Maybe Higgins with them would be fun. I don't think they go wide receiver in the beginning. I could be wrong. I think he's past 10 seconds. I think so.
They're going to have so many good corners there. All right. Oh, I'm not doing all rounds. What the fuck is that? There's my mock. Nailed it.
Oh, boy.
Dude, if you got 4 sacks as an edge rusher, go back to college for another year.
That's fair. Perna, what you got coming out this week, buddy?
I don't know what I'm going to do today. I'm working on an episode. And we got Will working on another. I'm not sure.
Okay.
I'm going to leave it mysterious. Ooh.
I like that. Mysterious.
You got?
I don't think there's anything today. Every fan's reaction to like waiting for the draft, I think is going to come out. I'm going to try to film that before I have to get on a plane today. I'm going to be in Green Bay tonight, and then I'll be streaming Thursday and Friday from the draft. I don't know about Friday yet, just because about in terms of GPS, but there'll be content coming out each day. It's draft week. I hope to see you in Green Bay. Fan event on Saturday. It's free from 9 a.m. Central to 11. Bell and Health at Titletown parking lot. Also, come on out. See if you want to be a mentor for Big Brothers Big Sisters. It's an awesome organization, and all it costs you is your time. But
bam,
boom, folks. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you soon. Happy draft week. I'm Tom Grossi. That's Brandon Perna. This is GPS, and you have been navigated. What was that?
You've reached your destination.
Oh, where are we? Where are you?